all aware there are a lot of virtual tools are available for use in the teaching and learning process. So it is up to you to explore the tools available and its features, and you can use all those things. So it is not possible to explore all the tools in a 1 hour or 1 week course. Even if you have a 1 week course, you cannot explore all the possible features of all these tools. So, and we have other free and open source softwares available for education. These are the some fast tools, that is free and open source software tools. You can use all these things, you can explore all the things, but all the tools will not be useful for everybody. So depends upon our application, depends upon our idea, we can choose the tools. Okay, so these much tools are available for teachers and students to explore, but I will try to demonstrate few tools used for teaching and learning process in this session. Okay, so the first tool is going to be your whiteboard. So whiteboard normally will nowadays as people are handling classes in using Zoom, WebEx and other things. There they can have the whiteboard, but the only teachers can write on this whiteboard. They can use that whiteboard. But this whiteboard, we can teachers can use, and the students can also respond using this whiteboard. So that is the advantage of this whiteboard. So this whiteboard don't require any account creation, login details, nothing required. You can just go for this site and you can create a new classroom. You can go to your students, and your students are requested to join that whiteboard, and where you can teach your lesson, and parallelly you can post questions to your students. You can ask your students to respond to the questions, and you can collect the responses. You can take save as a PDF file. So this is the features of the whiteboard. So it has instant access. It don't require any login or any credentials. So you can use both in the PC as well as in the mobile devices also. So no personal information collected, and you can control. You can have a control over your classroom, and you can ask questions. You can post questions to the students, and you can find the answers lively. And you have other features also available, like inserting text, inserting message, drawing tools, and you can symbol equations also you can have, and you can save the whiteboards. So that is the advantage of these whiteboards. We are going to see the demonstration of whiteboards. All whiteboards are deleted when we are closing the classes. So without if you are not doing anything, after 2 hours the classes will be closed automatically. And you have to keep your classroom size as low as possible. Even though there is no restriction, if your classroom size is less, it will be easy for the process. So I will go for the demonstration of the whiteboard. Just I am going to create a whiteboard. Just type whiteboard .fi. It will take you to the whiteboard site. Okay. So this is the whiteboard website. I am going to start a new class. You can click here or you can click here. I am going to create a new class. So I am going to name it as a new class as maybe RIP virtual teaching learning tools. And I can enable the waiting room lobby. And enable slow mode for students requires the students every time while they are responding, they have to press save. Then only the teacher will see his responses. So I'm not enabling this, and I have to click the create new class. So my new class is created. So this is the code. I request those who are having the access to that your mobile phone or your laptop, you can enter the code R3YD5. You can enter this code into your website. So this is the code for joining the whiteboard. If you have the access, kindly join this whiteboard, where we will demonstrate how the whiteboard is functioning. This is the code for joining the whiteboard. You just go to the browser, type whiteboard.fi, and click join. Use this code to join. the whiteboard. So if you are not joining, I am already opened a parallel space where I can join and tell you how it is working. So this is the one another window. I am going to join the class. So I am using the code R3YD5. Okay, so R3YD5 from joining the class. Okay, so it will send a message, and also I have another another Internet Explorer browser. From there also I am joining. So I am joining as 2 different usernames. Okay. So 2 users I have created, and I'm joining. So here it will ask for some name. Okay, I put some name, and here also it will ask for some name. So these students are sent a request. This is my classroom. So I can say, so you can see 12 joined. So 12 students are sent the responses. I can accept them, or I can remove them from the joining. So if you are not created a waiting lobby, they will directly came into your whiteboard. Okay. Okay. So these are the students' whiteboard, and I can go to the my whiteboard. Toggle to my whiteboard. So we have these much options available. You can draw, you can text, you can bring insert an image, all the things possible. So let me start with a text example. I am going to type a question. What is your name? Okay. So I am pushing this question to all the students. Okay. I am pushing this question to all the students. Push to students. So this question will be visible to the students' whiteboard right now. Okay. Once it is pushed to every students' whiteboard, it will be visible to everyone. See, it will be available to all the students' whiteboard right now. Okay. So maybe some lobby. So this is a question right now visible to the students. Now I am going for the other. Now it came to my whiteboard. So now I am answering. For a better understanding, I am going for a different color for my answer. Then it will be easily visible. Okay. Now I am answering. My name is here. I have put number is Raju. Okay. Okay, so I have answered Raju. So this will be visible to the teacher's whiteboard. So whatever here you can see. So these are the responses. They are using the pen icon. Instead, they can use text symbol. They can use the text to type. Here you can see this is my reply to the answer. Okay, this is my reply to the question. So I can do some actions. So with these students, individual students also, you can do some response. Okay, so that is also possible. And now I am going to for another type of text. I am going to insert an image. I am going to insert an image and ask the student to respond to that image. Okay, so maybe I can request them to or draw some lines like that. So this is an image, a simple image. I can ask them to, here 2 lines are missing, or you can draw the line like that. I can post the question to push the students. So you can create the question and you can push it to the students. Now all the students will be receiving the question. Okay, so this is the question for the students. The question is pushed to the students. Okay. Okay, so you can see all the students are receive the question. So now I am going to answer the question in from another name. Okay. So here I can use these pencil icons or lines to answer the question. So I can reduce the thickness, all these things. So this is the just an example I'm showing. You can do the formatting. You can reduce the line thickness and you can reduce all those things with while you exploring all this. So this is the student thing, and here you can see the all the things, the reply of staffs, the students are visible to you. Okay, and the another important feature, you can insert some basic equations. Like suppose you want the student to enter the answer for.
Can you send the class code again?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. This is the whiteboard class code, ma'am. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
R3YD5.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I can post the questions to the students. So now they will receive the equations here. So this is staff whiteboard, and I push it to the students. I have to push it to the students. So it will go to the students whiteboard. So as student, I can answer this. So again, I can go for this equation and I can say some answers. So just for being it's for just practice, don't look for the correct answers. X square plus b square plus 2ab. So I can okay, sorry, square plus b. So like that, you can answer the question and you can answer here. So this will be visible to the staff. Okay, this will be visible to the faculty. So this is faculty whiteboard. You can see the answers are. And this is a Raju answered. So I can see this answer. Okay, this is a single page. I can go on increasing the number of pages. Like this, students also goes on increasing the number of pages. That is whiteboards. So you can have the theory questions in one whiteboard. I can go for the second whiteboard. So I can have some images. That depends upon your plan of your class. Whatever you have planned accordingly, you can go on increasing the number of pages. Okay. So I want to explain some with the help of some pictures, and I want them to draw something like that. I can push the student to the students, and students will be receiving in the screen. Okay. So students will be receiving accordingly. They can do what I am asking. They have to work on this, and they have to submit. Okay. This is how the whiteboard you can manage your regular. This is not independently going to work. You can have your regular classes in Zoom or WebEx or Google Meet. Parallelly, you can use this whiteboard to post your blackboard writing to the students, and you can ask them to give you a feedback. All these things you can do with the help of this. And finally, you can save this as PDF file. So all the responses, you can save all whiteboards as PDF, and you can explore these options. So the slow mode is for, as I already told you, if you enable the slow mode, once the students made any changes, they have to save their changes, then only it will be visible to the students. So for low bandwidth connections and all, the enable of slow mode is, the enable of teachers mode is, slow mode is preferable, where you have to save for each and every corrections or each and every step you have. Then only the students will be visible to the students, as well as students responses will be visible to the staff only if they are doing the saving the changes. So that is the options available for. And you can lock the room, like in Google Meet and other option. Once your class is filled with your students, you can lock the room and you can prevent others to join from the classes. And at any stage, if some students are not responding properly and some students are doing mischievous things, you can kick out from the class. If you want to kick out from a student from the class, you can kick the students. The students will be thrown out of the class. And for individual students, you can do some response. You can give responses. You can kick the student, and you can whatever the action you want to give it the particular students, you can do the things. Okay. So individual attention is also possible, and overall also possible. So both the things are possible, and the main important thing is it is hassle-free. You need not create any account. You need not go for login and everything. Just go to the website, start a new class, share the code with your students, and the students can go to the website. They can just enter their class code. They can directly come to your class. That is the advantage of the whiteboard. Okay, so if you want to share all the whiteboards, and you can name it RIT something. You can you can include the teacher whiteboard, and you can save it as a PDF file. It will be saved into your system. Okay, so that is the first tool of today's class, whiteboard.fi. So you can explore on this thing in your next endeavor. Okay, so when you are going to your class, you can do all those things. Okay, so this is the individual students response as well as staff response are saved in as a PDF file. Okay, if all the things are in a single whiteboard, all responses will come. If you are added one or two, that responses will be varied. Okay, so that is the first tool of today's session, and